everybody, welcome back to the channel. We're getting ready to go for a show down at Carlyle. Be this weekend, be Saturday. Today's Wednesday, but I'm gonna go ahead and get some things loaded up today. Today's the only day it's not supposed to rain, so I'll have everything loaded and ready to go for Saturday morning. We got the old Airborne Dozer out here. We're going to take it down. I've already got the 5-ton down at the loading dock, so I'm going to take this down there and we're going to see if we can drive this up into the back, haul this in the back of the 5-ton, and then use Bob's Mark 48 to unload it when we get down there. All right, let's see if this thing will start. I'm going to sit you down right here. Alright, we got this dude loaded in the back of the truck. Sorry I didn't film it. I was just getting up here to the bottom of the ramp to get this in the back of the thing, and it started running out of fuel. And I was feathering the choke with one hand and hoping it had enough fuel to climb the hill to get up here. So I didn't get a chance to film it. But it did climb up here, it is loaded. So we'll get this thing strapped down and get it ready to go. I don't know if you can tell this on the camera, but this ramp, the dirt doesn't quite come all the way to the top of this. When those tracks hit that, they just sent them up at an angle till they got up over the top of this bed. And as you can see, the bed's not quite up, or the dock's not quite up to the bed level. So it just sent them tracks up at an angle till the weight broke over, and then the tracks come right down on that bed. And she just walked her way right on the rest of the way in there. I tell you though, it was quite the ride. So alright, let's head back up and get things loaded and get things strapped down. Alright, this old 5-ton here, it's got what they call CTIS on it, central tire inflation. If you've seen any of the other videos, I've talked about it in the past. I had the tires deflated down here to the sand, so that lowered the bed height. Push it up there at the highway, it'll blow the tires back up. But unless I do that, that bed sits about another 4 to 6 inches higher. So I always do that when I back up to a loading dock. It just helps lower the bed of the truck a little bit. Usually makes a big difference. So, all right, let's head back up to the house. Well, looks like I'm having some kind of party here or something. But that's just what I got to get dug out to get the 5-ton dug out. All right, everybody. Still getting ready for the show this weekend. I've been working on this. Kind of an old rainy, dreary day out today. So I've hand sanded this down. I'm in the process of getting it cleaned up. Got my Dremel tool here, getting in all the little nooks and crannies. I didn't figure you guys would want to sit around and watch me hand sand on this, so. But we're going to get this ready to go for the show. Over on the other end of it, around here, there's this access port right here. I'll get it cleaned up. We're going to set this out for donations. So I'll get this all painted up, get it stenciled, get all this cleaned up. I'll come back different steps of it so you guys can kind of see the progress of it. I'm not going to spend a lot of time filming it. So, see what we can get done. Well, it never fails. You get right in the middle of a project, batteries on your tools go dead. So you gotta wait for them to recharge. So I've moved on to something else here. This bomb had a little bit of rust pitting on it. So let's see. I got this glazing and spot putty. I always keep some of that around. It does real good. You put it on there in little light coats. It'll get rid of that pitting for you. So when you paint over it, your surface will be smooth. Get you a piece of sandpaper there. Put it on a block. Sand that down real nice and smooth. I usually like to do that 2 or 3 times. But when you go to paint it, you won't see any of that pitting. There was some pitting back there on that fin. I would say that it probably sat on the ground on this side right here. So I'll get a block out and I'll sand that down and I'll show you what it looks like when we're done. All right, you got everything all sanded down. Everything's all back and smooth. You can kind of see some of the pink there that's been left behind. That's where the rust pitting was. And everything's all nice and smooth. Prime that, paint it up. You'll never know the difference. I said a block of wood earlier. You can use a block of wood. I actually have some sanding blocks that actually work pretty good. Well, actually, they work really good, actually. But if you don't have those, you can use a block. You really want to use a block or something hard. If you use your fingers, because your fingers will conform to the dimples as you run over it, you will sand down into the hole instead of having a nice flat smooth all the way across surface. So you really should use a block of something instead of your fingers when you sand that down. Otherwise you're just taking the top of the putty off in these holes, and you'll still be able to see them after you paint. So, little tip there. All right, battery gets charged, we'll get back to cleaning on this. All right, we've got her all cleaned up. Everything's all fixed up. Did a little metal work back there on the fins. Kind of dark in there. but I blew some rust converter up in there. We got everything all cleaned up and ready to go. Got her hanging up in here. So we'll get this dude primed and I'll bring you back. Yeah, we've been out here working on this thing. Are you ready? We got her all primed up. That's 3 coats of self-etching primer. She's turning out pretty good. All right, I'm going to leave it hang there and dry overnight tonight. Tomorrow we'll come out and give her a paint job. Put some yellow stripes on it, some stenciling, and all that good stuff. So, see you in the morning. All right, hello everybody. Back for another day. We're back on the bomb project. We've got it all painted. I cut some stencils out last night using my stencil kit. And I've already started. I've got that stuck on there, taped down for overspray and whatnot. I've already put 3 light coats of this yellow on here. I like to do this in really light coats. It stops the bleeding around the edges. So hopefully this will work. I've never used this kind of paper before. This is self-adhesive. So this is an experiment to see if this works. If it doesn't work, we'll just have to sand her down and repaint her, but it's coming along. It's looking pretty decent. It's kind of dark from over on this side. You really can't see much. But we'll keep working on this. I'll continue putting light dusting coats on here till I think it's dark enough. And we'll see how this turns out. Peel it off, take a look at it. If we get to that point, I'll come back and show it to you. All right, paint pretty well dried, just a little on the tacky side. That's what it looks like. All right, we'll give that time to dry just a little bit more. And then I gotta put the yellow stripes that ring it. And then that just about will get her done. So we'll give her a little bit of time to dry and then we'll come back and ring it. Morning everybody. Today we're off to Carlyle to the show. We've got everything loaded up back here in the back. We got the bomb and all the goodies. So I'll put you up here and let you time lapse on the trip down there. It should take us about an hour. See you when we get there. clear down here, no issues. Everybody's lined up here trying to figure out where we're going to go. We've got all kinds of traffic around here. Bob's over there doing something with his bucket truck. So I'm gonna get out of here and find out what's going on. I'll catch up with you in a minute. Alright, everything just started. Show you around here. We decided to leave the dozer up on the truck due to limited space. Bob's got his Mark 48. We got the Bob's Humvee over here. There's Bob. Hi, Bob.
Hi.
Brought the 151 in the pack. Bob's new brightly shiny painted Gamma Goat. Sure is shiny. We got the ambulance. And the mule. And everybody's still in the process of setting up base camp over here. There's Big John. Hi, Big John.
Howdy.
So, finished getting set up here and see what happens today. Well, it's the end of the day over here at Carlyle. I'm sorry I didn't get much video today. They had a live band playing. I didn't want to get in trouble for copyright infringement, so I didn't get much recording done. They got all the barbecue and all the competition and everything going on over there. I kind of took you guys around and showed you what we had out here on display. But it's getting to be the end of the day here. We're going to start packing up and heading home. Sorry I didn't get much video. The rest of the guys are tired and hot. Bob's been out spending money and he's going home broke.
It's all right. I had to call Kayla to send me the checkbook. I had no money. That's what happens when you go to an auction and don't bring your money.
See? If I was him, I'd start eating out for like the next 2 weeks. I forgot to He didn't have this out earlier today when we brought his bomb sniffing robot out. There's the control unit for it. So we're gonna pack up, we're gonna get out of here. John, you got anything you want to say?
Subscribe and like.
We're gonna get out of here. We'll see you later.